Your mama gonna let you come over for Christmas, Gerald? Cause I know you said she was stopping y'all at the door on the porch before.
Man, I don't know what she gonna do, man. I'm in this little group chat and they all talking about what they cooking and stuff.
Yeah.
She has yet to say if we are invited or not. You know
Hey,
what I
she
mean?
gonna put y'all plates on
So
the porch.
I,
Hey,
I don't know,
to
I
go
don't know.
trays are real and have your name on them outside
So
waiting
Hey,
for you.
for real, for real. Hey, it's funny. My
Yeah.
saying cousin was like, she was talking to saying mama. She was, her son had came over here to get something, pick up something from us, and we just handed it to him out the door. She was like, "Don't try to go to Isaiah and saying house, boy. They will. You cannot get up in there.
hey, if she want her Christmas gift, she'll let me in that door.
You gonna bribe her with the Christmas gift, G?
Yep. Either gift for a plate.
You gonna walk in your mama house? She gonna have one of them hazmat suits on.
And you just so
Since I know you like to talk. Since I know you like to talk. And I know you not that far. Come down the street with the guys. Come down the street with the guys. Since I know you like to talk. And I know you not that far. Come down the street with the guys. Come down the street with the guys. We got the main coach out on the ones and twos. We got the homie G-Law giving breaking news. We got Megatron up here, catch on my dude. Real talk here, man, don't get it confused. A few black men with excellence on a daily. Different situations spoken on daily. Speaking facts round here, real fast though. Real fast round here, big fat homes. Don't mix the real on this cast, bro. You can even come and have a good laugh though. And they only giving people what they ask for.
All right, we back with another one. It's the guys down the street. Here with my boys, G1 Megatron, Mr. Big Papa Pump is his new thing, and
Popped on.
and Gray G Law 3. What's going on, fellas? We back for
what's up,
another one,
people?
man. Technical difficulties, but we
What's up?
rolling through.
Happy holidays so far.
Yeah, man. I mean, Christmas
Happy
is Christmas
holidays.
is 4 days away. That's crazy, dog. 2020.
And I ain't
Crazy.
got what but three of them.
Oh yeah, I'm well. Gray
So
off all week. I gotta work. I gotta work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then I roll back in there next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for that triple time. What they say is
Yeah.
double time with holiday pay. So I'm gonna try to get this money up.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the
tell you
triple
right
time
now,
shall be got.
Yeah, for,
Putting the
they're not
hat
gonna
on.
get
I'll see that
they
Clemson
gonna get
Tiger
no
collar.
work out of me this
yeah.
week.
Probably true. And you gonna
ain't
have to go
ain't
look, bro.
hey, I
You
ain't doing
drop.
no I ain't doing no overtime. I ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna get my load. I'm gonna get the least amount of stops on my truck I can, so I can come back early, work the dock a little bit,
Yeah.
and 5:30 come around. I'm out of there.
Hey, I'm feeling you, dog.
Then you
Hey,
at least gotta drive.
yeah, I'm feeling you.
I will
Three
drive.
thirty.
It
I'm
ain't gonna
I'm
be
out every
3:30.
day. 3:30 this week. I ain't worried about it. So, but I got me a good 10 straight days at the beginning of the year that I'm gonna be off, so I can make up some of that. Y'all going your mama gonna let you come over for Christmas, Gerald? Cause I know you said she was stopping y'all at the door on the porch before.
Man, I don't know what she gonna do, man. I'm in this little group chat and they all talking about what they cooking and stuff.
Yeah.
She has yet to say if we are invited or not. You know
Hey,
what I
she
mean?
gonna put y'all plates on
So
the porch.
Hey,
I don't know,
to
I
go
don't know.
trays are real and have your name on them outside
So
waiting
Hey,
for you.
for real, for real. Hey, it's funny. My
Yeah.
saying cousin was like, she was talking to saying mama. She was, her son had came over here to get something, pick up something from us, and we just handed it to him out the door. She was like, "Don't try to go to Isaiah and saying house, boy. They will. You cannot get up in there.
hey, if she want her Christmas gift, she'll let me in that door.
You gonna bribe her with the Christmas gift, G?
Yep. Either gift for a plate.
You gonna walk in your mama house? She gonna have one of them hazmat suits on.
Handle your stuff with a pole. That's what you gonna do. Have a little
Hey,
twist
boy.
pole. There you go.
My
Drop
mama
drop
tripping,
that
boy.
Oh, what about your bets today, Gerald? I know you bet on something today.
Man, boy. My Vikings suck, man. God.
Like,
I was out doing little Christmas, finishing up my little Christmas shopping, and I don't know, for some odd reason today, I like to listen to Michael Irvin and all them. I listen to a guy on YouTube to see where I'm gonna put my bed at. I like to listen to people. I like to hear them talk.
yeah,
And we all said the same thing. We was like, Vikings are a better team than Chicago. Yes, but our defense sucked. So I'm like, man, they tied. We at home. We beat them earlier. We can cover these 3 points. Put my little money on the Vikings, combined it with something else. Look at the damn score. It was 20-30. Chicago.
oh God, you gotta hate
But
that.
I ain't looked at I haven't looked at my other games. I mean, I normally do. I do like a big money bet, and then I do a low money bet. That if I lose my big money, at least my low money bet will even out to what I bet it on my other 2 teams. So I do a few different parlay bets. Like I do a couple 1 o'clock games. I do a couple 4 o'clock games. Then I might combine a 1 o'clock and a 4 o'clock. Then I might do 3 or 4 games of combination of both. So luckily, they wasn't a big money bet.
Yeah.
So I have yet to see what my later games are doing, but I took a couple of games at 1 o'clock. I haven't looked at the rest of them, but I know they messed up one of my tickets because Ravens covered. So I got to see what I combine the Ravens with to get that money back. But man, yeah, they suck. Yesterday, Iowa killed me. They let Oklahoma win by 6 points.
What was the spread?
5.5.
Really?
Gotta hate that.
Man,
Some random field goal during the game.
And yesterday, the games was playing so fast that I lost. Normally, when I bet on Saturdays, I do my 12 o'clocks, I do some 3 o'clocks, I do 4 o'clock, and then, if it's Bama or Clemson, the ones that play at 7, I just do like a single bet.
Yeah.
Just to kind of, flip my money. But yesterday, I don't know, I was kind of busy yesterday, and the games just coming on so fast. Next thing I know, Bama playing. I'm like, shit, I ain't bet but damn 4 games yesterday. So every game that I was don't bet on, didn't even get the damn bet the damn game.
I know the over for Bama and Georgia. I mean, Bama and Florida. That was easy. I mean, everybody knew that was gonna go over.
Oh yeah.
So
I did do a single bet on that one, but not enough like I wanted to. But I mean, when you up on house money on the bookie, you just sucks that you want to put down more. But I just really wasn't sure if that game was gonna go overnight, so I just did like a little $100 bet. Nothing too big.
yeah, well, speaking of college football, props to the Tigers, great props to the Tigers. Y'all did that thing. Even though I think it was more so the defense than Trevor Lawrence coming back as a defense.
Hey, I think they interviewed Ian Book during the Virginia Tech game for the whole third quarter, and they were like, yeah, we're going to show Notre Dame where they are and what their place is. So they're the sacrificial lamb, man. They just put them up against Alabama. Bama going to beat them by 6 picks.
Yep, and y'all going to beat Ohio State by at least 2 touchdowns, and then it's going to be Bama and Clemson in the championship.
Yeah,
it's Bama and Clemson again, and take the over for you people that like to bet. Just take the over because I've been calling for the past since they started this little damn Clemson and Bama. It's always
a shootout. They talk about the defenders. It's always a shootout.
Justin Ross,
right?
Take the over. Yeah, definitely.
Well, it don't matter if Justin Ross ain't playing. Bama, look at Bama defense, man. Florida scored in 3 plays right before the half on Bama. It's just like the defense wasn't even out there.
Boy, what that game a little fishy last night? Boy, I was like, boy, they might mess around and beat Bama, boy.
They tried to now. Dan Mullen ended up wasting timeouts. Tell me this. So I tuned in. It's 4 minutes to go. They down 14 points. Florida down 14 points.
That's when I tuned in.
And then they score, and then he go for 2. He wasted a timeout to call a play to go for 2. If he kicked the field goal and then score again, he tied the game up. I was like, did I miss the kicker getting hurt or something? Like, why did he go for 2?
Wasted 2 times. Wasted one. There's a waste of a timeout because then you had that one that he took when it was like, I don't know, like a minute and 45 seconds, and you're gonna take another timeout, and it's only second down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dan Mullen, he is not a good clock
No,
manager.
that clock management was terrible.
But I knew Saban when he called timeout, and it was so many. It was like a minute left on the clock. I was like, you know what? I think Saban gonna call a damn run play just to run the clock out and let his defense in the game, because he's not finna throw that ball down the field, risk interception.
Well, and then they got the ball back with like 20 seconds left, and then they got a sack on the first play with no timeout, so it was over. He wasted that timeout, man. It's like, why not just tie it up and go into overtime? And I mean, it's an offensive game anyway. It just
it drives me crazy when a coach all of a sudden gets to the point. He said, "Well, I'm gonna win it now." Yeah. Man, just tie it up. Just tie it up.
Especially with offenses like they got.
Go home. It's not something you do against Bama. Just tie it up.
It's like,
I mean, not but it's Bama. Yeah,
like the Bama couldn't stop y'all. Y'all couldn't stop Bama. Just go to overtime and hope somebody drop a pass or something. I don't know.
You take them to overtime. You're a conversation this morning when it comes to the picks.
Yeah.
When it comes to the 4 teams, you're a conversation. Yeah. They can't leave you out the conversation then.
Now we got Notre Dame gonna get hammered by Bama.
It's gonna waste a whole bunch of gas to kick a field goal, because that's about as close as they're gonna come to scoring.
Oh man. And then they got Ohio State in. Ohio State struggled with Northwestern yesterday, boy. That's the game you should have took, Gerald.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I took Northwestern. That's what I'm saying. I took Northwestern and I took Iowa.
Oh.
What was the spread for the Northwestern game?
20-something, wasn't it?
It was like it was like 20-something. Yeah. It was like 20-something.
I know Friday morning they were on there talking about Ohio State was gonna beat them by 30.
And it was only a 12-point game.
Yeah. I took them plus 20.
Yeah.
Because Northwestern been playing. They've been playing, but they've been covering.
Plus, Ohio State, they're good, but they're not the same Ohio State from last year, man. It's just, I don't know. Justin Fields, he playing good, but he ain't clicking like it was. And then Chris Olave didn't play yesterday, and then they defense can't stop nobody.
I saw that point spread, but I almost fainted. I should just did a $5 bet on one team, just left it like that. But no, I wanted to be greedy like old buddy from Florida. Called timeout. I want to be greedy and try to do a 2-team parlay. I could have took the one and I'd have been Gucci, you know what I mean? But nah, I was like 20 points. Oh no, give me Northwestern.
Yeah,
matter of fact, give me Iowa 2.
You out there shooting for the stars when all you had to do was settle for the moon.
Right.
Hey, I didn't get to watch the rest of the picks today. Where'd they put Georgia?
Oh man, the place they've been wanting us to play Cincinnati. So we're in the Peach Bowl playing Cincinnati.
Why in the world?
It's a no-win situation with Georgia, because if we go out there and hammer them, they're gonna be like, well, y'all supposed to hammer them. If we go out there and play a close game or they beat us, then they be like, oh, y'all was overrated. Like, okay, whatever. I can tell you how the game will go. Like our whole secondary done opted out of the game, and star linebacker opted out of the game to get ready for the league. So what's gonna happen is all our offense gonna be there unless somebody get hurt. So we're gonna outscore Cincinnati. The game will take the over on that, Gerald. Take the over on the Georgia. I don't never tell Gerald to bet on Georgia, but whatever the over is in Georgia Cincinnati, take that. Take that. We will, because we're gonna give up some passing yards. Unless I haven't watched Cincinnati, so unless they're all run team, we're gonna give us some passing yards, and they're not gonna be able to stop our offense. So we'll end up winning like 35-28 or something like that, and they'll make the over like 49.
Yeah.
So I'm just
that's crazy.
So I ain't see the rest of the games. I don't know where, because Jeff was telling me he was talking about South Carolina playing Coastal. I'm like, that is not happening.
No. South Carolina had a losing record, but this year I guess
COVID say everybody can go to a bowl if they want to, though.
Yeah, that's right. I would love to see Coastal and USC play, so we can rank schools in this state officially. Clemson, Coastal, Citadel, EC, Furman, USC.
You said,
right. Damn. That's how you feel?
That's about right, bro. I'm sorry.
I mean,
he put y'all behind Furman, dog. Furman ain't beat nobody all year.
I mean, Furman, you might as well put us behind JL Man. I mean, jeez.
Hey,
I thought we was gonna be at least in the top 3.
He said PC too. He said
Kid.
y'all PC, dog.
Yeah, I said PC. You worried about Furman. I said PC, bro.
Dog, it's rough down there in Columbia, dog. I don't know what's going on.
Boy.
Well, they about to be in the same boat my Vikings is. I'm gonna be on leave of absence for them too.
It might be all right next year.
Yeah, I mean the thing is with NFL, the thing is that when you got a whole new defensive core, no preseason, you just throwing them out there.
Yeah.
You know, nobody got warmed up. You don't know who good at what position. And a lot of teams, other than your elite teams that kept the same people, a lot of teams that got new people, they're not playing.
Yeah, I mean,
look at the Buccaneers. Buccaneers should be them 10-0 right now. But with them new receivers, all their firepower, no preseason, it's hard as you already know how his tight end, they've been playing together, but the rest of the people,
him and Gronk.
He don't know their routes. You know what I mean? He don't know how they like to catch the ball or where they want to catch it at, or so.
Yeah, Brady and Evans just now clicking, and Mike Evans is a good receiver, but him and Brady, you can tell they're not on the same page most of the day. It don't happen to like maybe the third quarter, Mike Evans will get loose because he'll realize, okay, he's running full routes today. He's not stopping and trying to circumvent a route or improvise on the field. So I don't know.
Well,
I think you're right.
All season killed a lot of football teams. See, the teams that
I think it's gonna be Kansas City, New Orleans in the Super Bowl.
The teams that returned everybody. Those are the teams that's doing good. Like you say, like Kansas City. Kansas City offense is literally the exact same as it was, so they ain't miss a beat.
Yeah.
You can do
do
virtual meetings. They talking about they was having virtual meetings. You can do virtual meetings because everybody already know the playbook.
The only person you would teach with it was Hilaire.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, dog. He almost played for the same system in college.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
I know we had some videos we watched, but I want to go a different direction. So, Gerald, this is what I want to know. Like, cause I bet every now and then with you, but how you pick your games? Like how you decide? Because I pay attention to like the top 30 in college. Like, you'll bet on like Memphis and Buffalo. Like, how you decide? Like, how you decide which games you like? What's like? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you ain't seen these teams play all year, and then you'll pick it right. I be like, Gerald, who you betting on today? He be like, boy, that Holy Cross and Temple, I'm telling you.
So you the guy at the roulette table putting black 8, and everybody else like,
right.
like
I mean, I tell you, man, I've been at this football gaming thing for a few years now, and you learn over time to. Like, I got a homeboy who got a rabbit foot, man, and he always bet little teams.
Yeah.
He don't care about Clemson. He don't care about Bama. Every now and then, depends on who they playing, he'll take them.
Yeah.
But he don't care about them big name schools. Big name schools don't play as hard as these little names. These little name schools, they trying to be up there.
Yeah.
So it took me some time to realize that. So then once I started opening up my little gambling thoughts, I was like, okay, let me step outside my comfort zone from the Florida Gators or Florida State, Clemson, Bama. Let me stay away from them top tier teams and start looking at these little schools that be playing hard. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, if you look at these college games, man, when they first start, the first 5, 6, 7 games, man, a little team be scoring them 100 points a game.
Yeah.
They got no defense, none whatsoever. So the first 2 weeks, I look at that and I say, okay. So next week when they play, I'll be like, okay, how I bet my games now, I don't really care about rank. I don't care about that. I look at defense, how many yards they're allowing on defense, how many points they're allowing, if they're getting any sacks, if they're getting any interceptions. If they ain't getting none of that and it's just balls to the wall on both sides, they just airing it out, okay, I'm going to take the over in this game. So I just look at a lot of little schools. That's how I get a lot of my big hits, man. I look at little schools. Like, there's so many college games. If I lose my ass on 12 o'clock games, 2 o'clock games, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, them damn 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock games, I'm gonna get right back.
Yeah.
Because one of them games, Stanford, California.
Yeah,
They
nobody.
like the score. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna, one of them games gonna go over.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bet $300-$400 on one of these games. I'm gonna get my money back that I lost all day.
I be trying.
Check this out.
I be trying to tell
like,
people, man,
smaller-
it's different when
You ever do like Division 3 teams, like say like Kennesaw State, North Greenville? Do you ever bet on any of those games?
I never had none of them on the ticket though.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because I was like,
Yeah, they don't have them on TV. They don't even have them. I mean, I think the Yahoo Sports app that I use, I always keep it on all FBS.
Yeah.
okay, all right, yeah.
But those schools right there you talking about, I would have to change
To FCS and the Division 3 and all that stuff. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, and I do all that. Yeah,
Because I be trying to tell people, man, it's different betting on games and just seeing who gonna win. Like when me and Gray talking sports, I can look at a team and say who gonna win. Like I can tell you if Georgia gonna beat somebody or not, but I don't know if we're gonna win by a field goal or cover the spread and beat them by 30. It's like I can tell you what our tendencies is. We watching the game, and y'all remember we have a college football tailgate. I can watch the game and tell you what the next play gonna be. But when it come to betting, it's like them spreads be messing me up, boy.
Yeah. See, and I start looking at what I've changed this year. What I've done from last, which I've won way more money this year. Shit, I've been winning past years, but I've changed the way I think. I don't overthink my bets.
Yeah.
If I got 5 or 6 teams or 7 teams, if I start Wednesday. When I start Wednesday, when I'm at some of my stops, I'm just scrolling through all these teams. I'm scrolling. Something catch my eye, I write it down. I write about 10 teams down. And then once I write them 10 down, come Thursday night, when I leave the gym, now those 10 teams, what I do is I sit there and study how they've been playing, if they've been covering the spread, how many points they score when they're away, how many points they score when they're at home. I look at all that, then that's how I combine. Okay, I'm gonna do this 2 teams, these 2 teams. I'm gonna do these 2 teams, do this team by itself.
So you ever look at injuries? Because when we did our guys down the street college pick'em, a couple games I got wrong because I ain't know, it was a defensive end out or offensive tackle out, and it's like your brother. I don't know what he was doing. He was picking 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I think what he was doing, because I started doing it, and that's how I got back in third. I think he just wanted the popular vote.
Oh.
You know how you could go to the preview and it say this team 85% chance.
Yeah.
Okay, boom. Because he don't gamble. He don't do parlays, because if he was that damn good.
I was about to say you could have fooled me, because I'm telling you.
He beat us with auto picking.
Right.
Hey, he just beat us. He just beat us. He beat everybody by like 5.
I felt some kind of way. I'm like, look, he's not better than me. I do this. Like,
no, I'm gonna tell you. At one point, we only had like, due to COVID, we supposed to have 10 games a week, but some of them weeks we only had like 6, 7 games. This dude was going 6 or 7, 7 or 8, 8 or 9. I'm like, is he talking to the coaches? What's going on?
Yeah. But I think back to your question about the injuries, because I think it was you or somebody had inside the little app, the little chat app had said something, and I say no.
That was Virginia. It was Virginia Tech. It was the week Virginia Tech had them players that were supposed to be out for COVID, but then they came back or something like that.
And you asked me something like, what made you pick that game? And I was like, they ain't had nobody.
Yeah. That was how I found out that Virginia Tech didn't have, it was missing like 10 people from COVID, and that's what you told me. I'm like, I ain't even know, because I initially took Virginia Tech.
Yeah. When they said that, and I said, that's a lot of people out. I was like, ain't no way they can win that game.
See, I'm good. I'm good when everybody healthy, the weather is good.
That's another part in picking parlays.
You got fans in the stand. Then I can do something. But when you talk about COVID, no fans, it's raining, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Hey, you have to really be into. See, I don't do it for fun.
Yeah, see, I do.
It's a business to me, because it's money that.
Yeah.
They say you don't want to lose more than what you can't afford. I forgot how the saying goes. Don't lose what you can't afford.
Yeah.
Wait. So when I bet, I don't bet for fun. I bet to I'm betting to win. You know what I mean? It's a whole nother job for me. Like my homeboy, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna take this game right here." I was like, well, "What made you take that game?" "Oh no, I just don't do it." I was like, "You ain't do no study."
I can't do it.
I was like, "See, that's why you won't make no more money on this thing." He's like, "I'll never make it for you." I was like, "No, you wait, man." I was like, "This thing's a business to me." I was like, "I got a whole black book for the past 3-4 years of just I'm just writing stuff down. I'm scribbling stuff out. I got to erase. I don't even erase it. I just scribble with a pencil. I don't even erase it. I'll just scribble through it." But it's you have to be weather plays a big role, man. Because if it's a 78-point game, but 75% chance of rain, it's raining. They ain't gonna score no 75 points, no rain. It's gonna be a ground game.
Because
all they gonna do is run.
When you equate that to who gonna win, if it's raining, like if Clemson is playing Syracuse and it's a downpour, Clemson is way more athletic than Syracuse. But in the rain, they take all your athleticism away. So now Syracuse got a shot.
Yeah. And they got 30 points spread and 80% chance of rain. I'm taking them points.
Yeah, it's like I try to tell people, like, if you got Syracuse and Syracuse is at home, you never bet against Syracuse when they're in that dome. For some reason,
the spread. Take Syracuse in the spread.
Yeah, you never take them. Yeah, it's college football is fickle.
Yeah,
like you wake up this morning, you know who was gonna win these pro games, except maybe one or two. Like the Minnesota game, that wasn't supposed to happen. But most of these other games, you can pretty much point to them and say, well, maybe San Francisco and Dallas. Who expected Dallas to win that game? But it's just, I don't know. College football to me is like we used to say. That dude could wake up and get a text message that his girlfriend says, "You know what, we're done." And he goes out there and just lays an egg, and nobody knows why.
See, that's what I'm talking about. So what Gerald do is so hard because these 18 to 22 years old, man, they emotional. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? They could find out, they ain't going to renew their scholarship next year. Then they like, you know what, man, I'm just going to go out here and go through the motions. He ain't going to throw me the ball anyway. You know?
Yeah.
You don't wonder why.
Play like E.T. in the first Notre Dame game, 28 yards.
Yeah.
How you go from 28 to 170?
Exactly. If I was betting on that, because I know in Vegas, you can bet on everything. You can bet on the score at the end of the first quarter. You can bet on who's going to have the most rushing yards.
Yeah.
If you'd have asked me before the Notre Dame Clemson game number 1, who's going to have the most rushing yards, I'd have put a whole paycheck on Etienne. Etienne went up there and had like 30 yards. I'd have been pissed off.
Exactly. And in the second game, if you would have asked me, being the person that watched the first game, I would have put some money on the Notre Dame tailback because he ran up and down the field.
I was going to call Gerald and tell Gerald to take the 10 because up until Friday, I didn't know Notre Dame didn't have a center. So I was like, everybody, talking about Trevor wasn't there and all this. I'm like, DJ put up 40 points. It's just that Notre Dame put up 47. Man, I looked at the score. I was like, 34 to 10. I would have got Gerald. All Gerald money took.
Hey, I'll tell you, I would have been hard headed 2 years ago, and I'd have took them 10.5 points, basing off the first way to play the first time. I don't care who was out, but this time I was like, Trevor coming back. They beat him. Dabo pissed. I'm gonna leave that game alone. As bad as I want to bet on it, I'm gonna leave that alone right there. I'm gonna see how it plays.
But if you look how, look how Notre Dame,
that's probably the best thing.
If you look how Notre Dame won the first game, I guess you kind of could predict what was gonna happen in the second game because Notre Dame only scored twice on offense. The rest of it was turnovers. And and one of them turnovers was DJ and Etienne mishandling the toss or whatever right into the Notre Dame guy hand, and he took it all the way back to the house. Like when Trevor come back, it was like what y'all talk about with the pro game and the off season. Trevor and Etienne been doing this for 3 years. They don't need no practice, so he know where to pitch it to Etienne. So you knew them kind of turnovers wasn't gonna happen. So I guess you could have looked at it like that, but I don't know, man. Every now and then I tell Gerald, yeah, man, put 25 on Pitt State and Michigan.
You bet on Penn State this year, you were in bankruptcy because boy, what? I was so surprised he wasn't on the list for everybody else to get fired, man.
Oh,
Frankly,
I don't know. That's
oh,
like
God, they were
that's why
terrible.
what's crazy. Gerald said this was his best year so far in a COVID year where everything was crazy.
Yes,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had
I can see
got
that.
LSU beating Florida with like 40 scholarship players in
Exactly.
Florida.
Because
See,
some
we
fool wants to throw a shit. But you know what? They should have
Nah,
never
right.
been in that
I
game
was
in the
about to
first place
say
for that
the
shit.
spread on that
Yeah.
game was 24.
Yeah.
LSU
Yeah.
didn't have none of their star players. None of them. They took literally
None.
49 players to Florida. Yeah, the shoe was a bad thing. It was a stupid decision. But why was the game so close? I
Absolutely.
mean,
But you know what? That's what you get for telling you. You never tell 18 to 22-year-olds
they ain't got a shot.
what's going on with that other team.
Yeah.
That's one thing I give Dabo credit for. He hypes up every
Yeah,
other
he
team
do.
that we play.
Yeah, he do.
He hyped up the Citadel like they were
Dog,
gonna come in.
I'm gonna tell you what Dabo good at. Dabo could be playing Burns. He'll figure
Yes.
out one stat. He be like, you do know that Burns leads the nation in punts in the fourth quarter.
Exactly. They lead the nation in 3 and outs. He won't tell you if it's offense or defense that leads it, but he's gonna hype you, Tab. You're gonna be on deck worried about what's going on.
If you don't know nothing about college football and you listen to the Dabo game day press conference, you'll think the team they was playing is the
Told you,
Hey.
he'll hype you
Hey,
up.
Dabo.
And see, one thing about Clemson done screwed me early part of the year, them first few games, and it had to make some adjustments.
You can never bet the over for Clemson because he's taking out plays in the second quarter.
They taking dudes out, man. I'm like, okay, they got win by 15. Cool, they gonna get them 15 on Citadel. You look at the other game, they win by 7. What the hell happened? Yo, he took everybody out second half.
I got my own.
It took me 3 games to realize. What he was doing, so I just started betting first half because I was like, you know what?
He did last night with the Notre Dame game. That's how they got the one touchdown they got. We had freshman DBs in the game, freshman linebacker in the game. Only person he left the game was Skalski in the middle. They scored because they should have had 3 points just like they did in the playoff game. Yeah. Which I think if they'd have had 3 points, Texas A&M might be sitting in there for a spot right now.
Could be right.
If they would not have scored a touchdown. Because, they can say, oh, we throttled it back because we know we got to play again in the playoffs and we might have to play against Clemson. I don't believe that bullshit. I think you go to every game to win. It's your one chance to win the ACC tournament because you're not in the ACC.
Yeah.
I mean, ACC championship, you win that.
Plus, you ain't
they couldn't win.
He wasn't guaranteed that he was going to get in. If Florida had to somehow miraculously beat Alabama by 3 touchdowns, Notre Dame wouldn't have got in. Because Alabama was in regardless. It didn't matter, win or loss.
If Florida, if Mullins wouldn't have went in that locker room and told them it's LSU, they don't have blah, 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 we're going to go out and play them, but we're not going to play hard because we don't, whatever he told them, and they would have beat LSU and played Alabama that close, they may not have gotten in that way. Yeah. If they would have put a thumping on LSU like by about 21 and then played Alabama to 1 touchdown, they out the game. They out of this thing.
Yeah, you might be right. I don't know, man.
All I know is this. I don't see them competing with Alabama. Who's covering Devontae? Who's covering old boy? The wide receiver for Notre Dame.
You gonna bet on that game, girl? The Alabama Notre Dame game?
Better bet on it.
You already know.
Taking it over.
And I'm spread and everything.
I'm gonna base it off of the Florida game. Them boys scored 5 touchdowns running back. He threw for about 5 touchdowns. So Notre Dame can't be stronger than Florida, so you already know.
Yeah, he's something serious, man. Najee Harris right now is, I don't know. First tackler is not putting him on the ground. I know that.
Najee came back for his senior year so he can improve his draft stock, and he is doing just that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So, well, they ain't gonna.
Because right now in the NFL, him waiting a whole nother year is good anyway. Because the way they got everything jacked up and sitting, I don't even know if 2 of them won. They finally put him in.
They're still going on. No, they're not. 2 did win. They put Cam in them out the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they won.
So what about
Did Eagles win?
Eagles in Arizona in third quarter right now, 20-26. Arizona's
what
up.
about
So
Washington?
the game came on. The game came on 4:00.
Washington.
Haskins. He. Reason why he only in is because Allen hurt.
Yeah, but did they win or did
They-
they lose? I think they lost, didn't they?
But they took Haskins out the game because Haskins ain't up to standards.
Bro, let's be real. You don't draft a kid to come back to his hometown to play professional football with all that money and think he's gonna actually be disciplined.
That's true.
There's no way. You send that dude across country.
Yeah.
But I'm Washington, I don't draft him. I'm not bringing you back home to hang with all your people and you're comfortable here and you're getting all this money. You're not gonna be serious with it. You're not gonna take it. You're not gonna take it serious. I'm sorry. There's no way.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about? Washington. See if they won.
Yeah. It was 20-15.
Yeah. No, Seattle won.
Oh, okay.
Seattle
it was
did.
2015 when I got home from work, and it was like.
So yeah, it's. I'm glad old buddy did wait a whole another year because you don't want to come out right now anyway. I mean.
Well, the thing is,
the QBs ain't lasting right now.
Here's my prediction. The Jets take Trevor, number one. The Jets also have another number one first round pick. They're going to take Najee Harris. And they're going to have Trevor Lawrence and Najee Harris in the Jets. And Adam Gase is going to ruin them both. And they still going to suck. Because he's a terrible coach, man.
Hey, man.
And it's gonna make Trevor look bad.
Yeah,
they're gonna end up benching him and bringing the old head back out.
Yeah, that's exactly that happens in the NFL so much. A player go to the wrong system or the wrong team, and they look like everything they did in college wasn't for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Deshaun, he balling out, but Houston sucks. So when it's all said and done, you know, in the record books and when people remember history, they be like, man, Deshaun was good in college. He good in the NFL too. He just don't get no dubs because he ain't got no team.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Bill O'Brien trading away. How do you do that? How do you trade away DeAndre Hopkins? How do you trade it?
That had to be some personal stuff. There's no way.
Oh, it was personal. Nuke said it was personal.
Nuke been top 3 receivers for the last 5-6 years. There's no way you trade him for nothing. You get rid of a couple of other people for that.
Exactly.
So,
man, that dude, he was in 7th grade. He looked like a grown man.
You know, that's what got Bill O'Brien. That's what got him fired. They just didn't do it last year. They waited till this year. They was like, okay, you fired him. What you gonna do with it? He lost them first couple games. They was like, yeah, you gone, dog.
Yeah, both. He was the GM and the head coach.
Which was dumb on his part. That's too much to take on, man. You trying to manage a team and coach a team. That's not a recipe for success. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You were looking to fail.
Yeah. What game on right now?
New Orleans and Kansas City is on right now.
New Orleans. This
all the 4 o'clock games on right now.
New Orleans.
Yeah, it's 14-9.
Is this Drew Brees last year?
With the Saints.
I feel like this. If that tackle that you suffered wasn't really hard because old boy took his weight off you and hit the ground, broke 11 ribs, punctured a lung, and bruised your chest, it's time for you to stop playing football.
Is he playing today?
Yeah. He's out there. I wouldn't call it playing. He went 0 for 5 first 5 passes. Like, then they put Taysom Hill back in. I don't know who's actually playing right now, but it's just terrible. That's the thing. It's like, don't let your ego get in the way of what's going on with this success. Sit it out. If we lose this game, at least you can say, well, you know, Drew Brees wasn't there. But you go back and you stink it up. Now they're gonna be like, oh, he's too old. It's time for him to retire.
We got a punctured.
It don't take but one more hit.
I'm about to say you got a punctured lung. You need to sit down somewhere.
And they say he don't wear no padding, so
you broke your ribs in 11 different places off of one.
He don't wear no padding.
Bro, you can get hit by a car and not take that much damage. So it's time for you to stop, man. And that's exactly what it is. So he doesn't wear like the rib cage protection and all that stuff. He just goes out there old school. But now he's got the rib cage protection and all that stuff on just to play. So they were talking about it earlier.
They was talking about if this ain't his last year, where do the Saints go from there? Because Taysom Hill ain't no good quarterback, dog. He can't throw the ball like that. And Jameis,
I don't see Breeze being traded like Brady. I think they might give Breeze another 1 or 2 year contract extension. I think he's gonna retire there.
So you
Yeah,
think they're gonna give him a contract extension, but he probably won't be the starter.
No,
He gonna start.
Oh, okay.
He gonna start. I mean, if you regardless of him getting hurt, Breeze is a underrated QB, man. Breeze, them jokers gonna be down by 20 points.
He can play.
And you turn the game back on, and them balls up by 7.
I think what'll happen is if they make it to the Super Bowl this year or deep into the playoffs, they will allow him to come back and go out his way because they can ride on the laurels of what they did this year.
Yeah.
But if they get bounced in the first round of the playoffs this year, then they'll start questioning whether or not they need to replace him at quarterback or something. Because you can't put more weapons around him. You got weapons everywhere.
I was about to say he got weapons everywhere.
He got weapons, boy.
You got the defense is
you got arguably top 3, if not the best wide receiver overall in Michael Thomas.
Absolutely.
And then you got,
but he missing Michael Thomas. That's another reason why they're losing too.
Okay.
Yeah, but he'll be ready for the playoffs. So that's why I'm saying the playoffs. Right now, this what's going on right now. It doesn't even count. But Michael Thomas is supposed to be back for the playoffs.
And then you got Alvin Kamara.
They count for me.
Yeah, you got Kamara.
Oh man.
Then you got Taysom Hill, and you got 2 good tight ends, and your defense is top notch. So I don't know, man.
Gray, you saw me showing my plate earlier.
It's
shrimp and rice with a little sauteed onions. I said I got my own chef, Nancy.
My chef Nancy right now is down for the count, but she's still in there cooking. Make some salmon right now.
I'm about to say, what y'all gonna do on Christmas? You gonna fire up the grill again? The smoker?
I went to Sam's actually and bought some crab legs. So I'm gonna do crab legs and steak with some potatoes, and I'm gonna do it untraditional. I mean, since everything's going on this year, it's non-traditional anyway.
Yeah, for Christmas, we don't do a lot of traditional food for Christmas. I mean, every blue moon.
Nah, we don't need.
We're gonna have macaroni regardless. It don't matter what holiday it is.
Yeah.
We're gonna have macaroni. But we're gonna do lasagna and
it's getting hot.
We'll do lasagna, and then my son, I was like, "What you want for dessert?" He was like, "Some chocolate chip cookies." I'm like, "Just out the blue, you want some chocolate chip cookies?"
There you go.
And then my wife said she wants strawberry pound cake, so I will be making a strawberry pound cake if you want some of that, though.
There you go. Yeah, I did experimental lasagna for them while she was down. It turned out pretty good. I put beef in it, and I put the mild pork sausage in it, just a little bit, because I don't really do a whole lot of pork, just enough for them to taste it in one of them, and then the other one didn't have it in there. But
I might make a round cake too. We don't know yet. So
okay, all right. I thought about doing another turkey, but I was like, you smoke one and it turned out good. You smoke the second one and it's horrible. Then what you gonna do? Can't come back.
All I know is if you do the same thing, it should turn out the same way. So
right. Hey, that's the new way of turkey now, frying that joker, boy.
And that's the way I use it this time. It's my pattern from now on, so it'll work.
You can't go wrong with no fried turkey, boy.
No,
I'm hooked
on fried turkey.
Yeah,
my cousin been frying it, and man, this is my flavor.
Dog, I don't even eat whole turkey like that on Thanksgiving, and Grade smoked one. I don't know what he put. What you say? You put some olive oil on it and stuffed it with some carrots.
Maybe olive oil to get juice, and I put some carrots and some celery on the inside of it and smoked it like that. Slow smoked it for about 6 hours. I think it turned out perfect.
me and Gray was trading food on Thanksgiving like we was trading commissary in prison. He brought me some.
You make desserts. I got fried turkey.
He brought me some fried turkey, and I said I got some of that rough cake for you. Wait, masked up.
The rough cake was real.
Slide it under the window, baby.
Hey, leave it on the porch.
That's exactly how it went down.
Hey,
you know how when you go to the old school pawn shops, you have to they got the glass in between you and the person, and then you got to put your stuff down and you slide it to them. That's what we were doing. Hey,
y'all know what y'all Christmas shopping, man?
Man, I've got really all I had to do was buy for Isaiah really. And then I do have to get one more thing. I'm gonna go get my mama. We got this blanket that I got from Ross. It's like velvet or something. I don't know what the material is, but they got them at Ross and TJ Maxx. She keep asking me, "Where y'all got it from? Where y'all got it from?" So I'm gonna go out there and buy one of those because she been wanting one of those real bad.
One of weighted blankets.
Yeah, but it's like velvet or velour or something. I don't know. It feels good too.
She got
yeah.
So I'm gonna get her one.
Yeah,
but
we decided not to do gifts for each other.
Yeah,
kind of got kids out of the way because it was like, where are we going this year? It's like, what do we really need? So then I was like, the kids, I knocked them out. Of course, PS5s are nowhere to be found, so I gave up on that dream. So I just got them, Riley's birthday is like 4 days before Christmas. So I got a few things for birthday and then Christmas stuff. I kind of just listened to what everybody said they needed. And that's kind of what I did this year. It's going to be no big surprises.
Well, see, with my wife...
PS5, you can get them first of the year.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, by the time you actually get it, it wouldn't be no different than you getting it on Christmas Day anyway. Because if all your boys don't get one for Christmas Day, who you playing with?
Yeah,
me. Yeah, that's lasts for about 20 minutes.
You're right.
Well, I mean, they can still play against. I mean, I play against guys that got PS5. Now I still got PS4. I mean, you still play online. It's just the PS5 graphics might be different from PS4 graphics. That's all it is.
Yeah, him and his boys are Xbox guys right now, so they're trying to switch over to the PS5. So he really would have to cross over. The only game he probably could play, I think, Call of Duty and maybe a few other games that you can cross over Microsoft.
Why you just don't try to get the new Xbox?
Say, well, we've been looking at the reviews, and they've been like 2 of them. We've seen 2 of them on YouTube. The guys was on fire because it overheats, and the other one, the graphics were terrible.
Oh, okay.
So all of his guys, they made a sound decision that they were all going to get the PS5. So I told him, you know what? You did what I told you to do grade-wise with this virtual school thing, because at first you were struggling.
Yeah.
So I told him I could take care of him for that.
Yeah.
That's about it.
And plus, I mean, you don't want that first batch anyway. That first batch is, I don't know why everybody just so, I want it. I mean, I see if you are a YouTuber and gaming is your thing.
Or you do product reviews or something.
Right. If you just an average dude, why you out there rushing to get that thing, man, when you already know them first batch systems ain't really going to be up to par?
Until they come out with the software update.
Right. But see, I'm waiting on the black one, so I don't know when the black one gonna come out because I don't really want no white PlayStation.
Yeah,
so.
You know what? You had me looking for one because after you said that, your post said about the black one coming out, and I was like, Gerald makes sense. The way he scratches up stuff and knocks, I was like, I don't need no scratched up white box sitting up in here because you carrying it to this room, carrying it to that room. So
I want one, man.
Probably gonna do that.
Like I ain't never played Call of Duty, but it looked like something I might like, but it's just hard to pay $500 when that ain't something I do all the time. I wouldn't mind doing it, so I might get a PS4.
Yeah, I've been kind of keeping my eye on GameStop.
Nah, get you a 5, man, because at some point, everybody gonna be converting over to a PS5, so like you don't want to go. I mean, if you want a PS4, I'll just give you mine. Whenever I get a 5.
Okay, because of what I'm saying. So if I start playing Call of Duty, can't mean you still play together if I got a PS4?
Yeah. We still play together,
man, when you get your black PS5, I'll buy your PS4.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, man, I'm going to play it, but it ain't going to be on the top of the list. You know what I'm saying? So It's like, I like to have the top of the line, but 500,
you sound like
I'm trying to
call my boy one more to ask him, was he getting his son one? He said, I'm going to get him a PS2 and a PS3 and put them together. And then...
Hey, I'll tell you, Isaiah,
PS5 for 500.
Their system probably going to be 500 for a long time.
Oh, no doubt. But you got
PS4 still $299. You know what I mean? $350.
Headphones, the second controller, the charging mechanism. You almost at $900. Trust me, I added it up right on the Walmart website.
And then you got the disc one is cheaper than the non-disc.
Yeah, exactly. But they don't want it. The Blu-ray one is cheaper for some. I mean, the digital one is cheaper, but like he was like, I don't know if I want that. I heard the graphics wasn't as good, and I'm like, nah, it's the same.
It's all the same. It's just
play a Blu-ray on it.
I don't trust putting my debit card online to go buy a game to download it. I just rather just go buy mine at the store and put my disc in.
brother, that is a totally different conversation we can have. I had linked one of my credit cards to both of their accounts. Hadn't touched this credit card, and then I looked, and the bill came.
Yeah.
99 cents. 99 cents. It's like 5 to 6 pages of 99-cent purchases all the way because it was linked to it was linked to the Minecraft and some other game that my daughter had, but it was linked to my son's Microsoft's. But one of his boys, all of them game sharing. Oh, I had some talks with some parents. I had to collect some bread. I'm telling you right now, I had to collect some bread.
My son been buying your son's skis.
Exactly. I was like, look,
and see, that's how they getting people, man. Like with Fortnite and Minecraft, it's always some skins, some kind of update, some battle pack. I'm like, back in the day, man, you know what? Just charge me $100 for the game and give me everything. That's all. You know, don't charge me $60 for the game. 10 for every 3 weeks or so. Isaiah be like, Daddy, I want a new battle pack. He get a little allowance, but I'm like, man, don't go broke buying battle packs, man.
Bro, I had the credit card company on hook. They were about to get rid of all the charges. And I mean, I didn't realize where the charges were coming from. So I was on believing that they were fraud.
Yeah.
My wife and my daughter come running downstairs. No, we did do that. There it is. Shut up.
They
got us, dog. They got us. Nah, dog, they got you. They come on out the bushes, man.
My son got about, I don't know, he got about $500-$600 last year for Christmas.
Yeah.
So he's really good about saving his money.
Yeah.
Oh, they both are, yeah.
But this dude done spent $300 on skins.
Dog. Isaiah is tight with his money until it comes to a Fortnite update. Then he be like, Daddy, well, I do got that couple $100 in the bank. I'm like, didn't you just get a skin 2 weeks ago? What's different for this one? He said, well, now they got, I don't know, Thanos. I'm like, you just, I'm like, so you can play with the gauntlet? That's it? I'm like, okay, man.
That's it. Your skills is your skills. Them skins do not improve your gameplay.
Hey, you can't tell them that, though. It's Call of Duty like that?
But I'm gonna tell you, it's a funny last night. I was sitting there playing that damn game Friday night, and like I was telling my son, you don't have to necessarily buy skins to. You have to spend money, but you can earn it throughout your gameplay. Depends on how good you play.
That's what I told my son.
So Friday night, I'm sitting there playing my game, right? And I'm talking to myself. I'm looking at my game. I'm like, damn. That's a nice operator, right? That wouldn't mind playing with that operator. Yeah, some nice skins right there. I'm like, well, how much is that? How long I got to keep playing to get this operator and them damn skins?
Exactly.
I can see what they doing because what it is, the operator that I wanted to get, right?
Yeah.
You gotta be a sniper and you gotta kill 100 people to unlock this guy. Or
you can pay $9.99.
$9.99, and you can get all your skin, and you can unlock him. So I was sitting last night. I was like, man, I'm getting tired of playing with this person right here.
You sound about like my son. That's exactly what he said.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna earn my way up there. So I'm just gonna play. It ain't that serious. I'm just gonna play the game.
Same thing.
Oh man. See, I played.
Hey, I was but I was like, even $10 though.
You like, shoot, I did.
$10
Gerald,
20 times.
Hey, great. Hey, great. Gerald was like, well, you know what? I did hit on that over on that Florida Bama game now.
Oh, it balances out. It balances out.
Hey,
no, it doesn't.
Next thing you know, Gerald got 10 new operators and he in the hole 100.
Hey, boy. So I can kind of see where they're coming from, but I don't get the addiction of you got to have the skin. Like, I don't
know, man. I play spades.
When my son mama told me, I said, he spent what? He's like, yeah, them $600, all he been buying is skins with it. So he ain't bought no shoes. The shoes he want is $100-something. So he won't pay for that.
He want you to buy them.
Pay for that.
He want you to buy them.
But he bought $600. Man, please. Boy.
You gonna spend all this money on some damn skins. You got nothing to show for it.
It's like crack, dog. They can't help it. My son right now, about 5 minutes ago, y'all saw me turn and look that way. My son coming in peeking, waiting on me to give him more time so he can play Fortnite. Like, so he can. He said, Daddy, you finished with the podcast.
Hey,
like,
man.
Bob, you don't get
And
out of
see,
here.
my son and like Gray was saying, I had to get on my son because my son was buying other kids skins.
Bro,
I said, boy, look here. We don't work to pay for some other shit, man. I was like, they got parents. They need to pay for their own skins. I was like, don't start doing it because people will use you like that forever.
Bro, I'm telling you, I got the alert on my notes. I got the text alert on my phone. I was like, I don't use this credit card for anything. I looked at the balance. I was like, oh, I started flipping through my wallet thinking maybe I didn't drop it somewhere. I'm like, wait a minute.
Technology done changed parenting forever. We used to get in trouble for not being in when the street lights came on. Now we hollering at kids for buying other kids' skins.
Hey, skins, man. See, my son will say, well, he said that his mama didn't have no money. I ain't got nothing to do with his mama, man. We ain't got no money. But don't be doing that, dog.
Hey.
I'm like, man.
He said, his son told Gerald, say, hey, Daddy, his mama ain't got no money. You like, Gerald, like, how much them skins cost? He said, $39.99. He said, what's his mama number? He be calling his mama, like, you ready to come work that $39.99 off?
Hey, $40. What you want to do with it?
Yeah. Hey, switching gears back, Philly and Arizona are tied 26-26. The Jets are beating LA. It's a mad match.
This is why I'm telling you, girl. What you do is hard because why the Jets beating the Rams, dog?
Exactly.
You know the Rams. You know what? The Rams giving up 17.5 points, right?
Oh, Lord.
Rams is not the same Rams team they was last year. They don't have that.
But they shouldn't be losing to the Jets.
They don't have that high power stealing offense to be covering those 17.5 points.
Yeah.
Quick question, real quick. Answer quick now. Who runs tailback for the Jets?
Cam Akers.
Not for the Jets.
Oh, for the Jets. Le'Veon Bell.
No, Le'Veon Bell was traded. He's over at Kansas City.
What? Well, I'm out of the loop.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know who the tailback is for the Jets. How are they beating the LA Rams right now? Some dude they found on this.
Well, you know, Rams was inconsistent like that last year, though. They got a high scoring offense, but their defense sucked like hell.
And now they got a defense, and their offense can't put no points up.
They lose to the Jets.
That's a good point.
Dog. It's the Jets.
But yeah, man. But
Adam Gase, worst quarterback.
So I'm in the good then because you just said Philly them got what 47 points.
Yes. What? No. Yeah. They got 52.
And yeah, see, I took Philly in the over because Philly was getting 6.5 points.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't understand the bookies. I don't understand.
But the thing is, man, when Vegas put out these numbers, there's a reasoning behind it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they gotta know something, but sometimes the numbers just be way off. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, I gotta go in that game right there. I gotta think emotion. Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts ain't losing to Kyler Murray. I'm sorry, he's not gonna do that.
Right.
It's just not in his nature just to lose to him.
Right.
Jets just got to pick.
Jets.
And see, the reason I took the over in that game because you got two young QBs.
Yeah.
Arizona defense ain't all that. Philly defense ain't all that. So, and you know, Kyler Murray, he throw that thing down the field.
He don't.
I'm gonna tell you, you ever watch it? You ever watch him play?
No. That dude got a cannon, but he's so little it looked weird.
Yeah, you just watch him play. You like, where is you throwing the ball? Because it's like every time you throw them, you don't even know when you throwing it. Like every time you see him, it's just
Kevin Hart running around.
No, it looked like he playing pickup tackle every time, like in the backyard. But then he be completing all his passes though. It be right on the money.
I mean, hey, that ball goes straight up in there like that. You like, damn, it's going to bounce.
It just look weird, man. But the dude good though. He ain't up but like 5'9".
Hey,
NFL 5'9", so that means he about 5'8" for real. So 5'8", 5'7". So
yeah,
I don't know. They out here battling it out.
And I'm sure Chiefs beating the hell out of the Saints, right?
No, they just took the lead. It's 20-15, and LA now is 3 points down for the Jets. But yeah, they going back.
Oh no, I'm talking Chiefs and Saints.
They only up by 5. 20.
Okay, the spread was 3 in that game.
Yeah.
So
but
as long as they win and
they're not going
Philly,
out like that. They're
if
not
Philly don't lose. Yeah, if they don't lose by 7, I put 200 on 3 on that game right there.
Oh, that's some good money.
So whatever I lost earlier about damn Vikings, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna make that up then. You should make that up.
All right. Well, hey, man, it's good
crazy.
catching up, man. So don't y'all out there forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Go subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you like to get your podcasts. And until the next time, we out, guys.
Since I know you like to talk, and I know you not that far, come down the street with the guys. Come down the street with the guys.